Caro. So, things have occurred. Things have happened. Many things have happened since Halloween when we last talked. So, let me just get started. First off, weird angle, like window, so bad lighting, and like closet behind me. But there's also a ship right there, so that's pretty cool. I also got my computer in front of me because I'm supposed to be writing right now, but I'm not writing, and I decided to procrastinate instead and make a video. So, good deal, right? I think so. Okay, so first off, it's cold in my room, which is why I got a scarf on, and I've got fuzzy slippers on my feet. Because I've got the hottest room during the summer and the coldest room during the winter. It just, I got the worst room in the house. It just does not work for me. Number 2. NaNoWriMo, or Remo, or whatever we're going to call it. It is day 14. Is it day 14? It is day 14. And I am over the halfway point. I am at, let me check, 26,415 words. So, yay me, pat on the back. So I'm already over halfway to the goal point, and it's not halfway through the month yet. Tomorrow will be halfway through the month. But I'm trying to stay ahead because my goal is to be done before Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is on the 28th. Yeah, the 28th. My calendar's right here, which is why I keep looking. The 28th, so I want to try to be done by the 27th, because on Thanksgiving, nothing's going to get done. And the day after Thanksgiving is Black Friday, so I'm going to go do shopping and stuff like that. And then the next day is Saturday, and who wants to write on Saturdays? I don't want to write on Saturdays, as has become plainly obvious the past 2 weekends. So that's my goal, but I got to stay on it, because yesterday I didn't write anything, and then the day before, or 2 days before that, I also didn't write anything, because, you know, I got ahead of my goal, and so I was like, oh, I don't need to write. Writing. Yeah. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm really proud of what I've done so far, especially since I haven't done any serious writing since I graduated. It's really, I mean, my degree is in writing, and I haven't done that since I graduated, so it's just really sad, and I am very surprised with how well I've been able to keep up with this, especially since I'm out of practice. So, we'll see. We're not quite halfway through the month yet. Again, that's tomorrow, and it just gets harder as the month goes on, so hopefully I'll be able to stay on top of it. Okay, Thor. Thor happened. You got to see Thor before I got to see Thor. So I was kind of upset, but then I saw it, and I wasn't upset anymore, because it's just, it is so amazing. I loved absolutely everything about it, except for one thing, which I'll discuss in a moment. Okay, so at this point, there may or may not be spoilers to the film, so if you're watching this video and you haven't seen Thor yet, go do that and then come back. Okay. I mean, there really aren't going to be that many spoilers. I'm going to try to keep plot out of it. But, oh my god, it was amazing. And, like, Loki was being awesome all the time. And just this film was so much better in every single way than the original Thor film. Which was fun, but not great. So, I have in front of me my definitive ranking of Marvel films. And I know you have seen it, but I'm just going to say it again. So my ranking of Disney Marvel films is 1, The Avengers. 2 is Thor the Dark World. 3 is Captain America the First Avenger. 4 is Iron Man 3. 5 is Iron Man. 6 is Thor. 7 is Iron Man 2. And 8 is The Incredible Hulk. And I included The Incredible Hulk on this list not because Disney did not produce it. It was actually Universal Studios and Marvel, right before Disney bought Marvel out. However, they do include that film in the big box set of Phase 1 that they released, so I decided to include it because, you know, but it was a terrible movie, so that's immediately the lowest. And then Iron Man 2, of all the Disney Marvel films, was also the worst. It was so, I hate that movie. So, and here's my thing. Iron Man 3 came out earlier this summer, And I was just like, this is amazing. And so I had a hard time deciding if that was going to be my number 2 or if Captain America was still my number 2. But, you know, it finally went, you know, Iron Man 3 was a sequel. It's great, but it was a sequel. Now, with Thor, though, or Thor 2, it's just, the acting was great, the directing was fantastic, just visually it was stunning, and I didn't see it in 3D, but I would go see it in 3D, and you know I don't like 3D movies. And I just, it was so good. And the cameo, you know the cameo I'm talking about, but the cameo was so funny. And I have every intention of going to go see this again, but I haven't yet. And so I missed one of the lines that was said during that scene because the entire audience was laughing so loudly and so hard, me included. So oh my gosh, guys, if you've not seen this movie yet, you need to go see it just for the cameo, which I won't tell you about. But man, it was so good. It's so good. And I did have another friend say, well, I agree with all of your movie rankings except for Avengers and Thor the Dark World. But here's my thing. Avengers is still number 1 because Joss Whedon. And 2, I saw it in theater 6 times. I never pay to go see a movie 6 times. I never saw a single Harry Potter film in theaters 6 times. 3 was my max for any one of those films. 6. I paid to see it 6 times before it came out on DVD, and I would have seen it more, except then it came out of theaters and I couldn't see it. Thor, while I'm definitely going to go see again, I can wait until it's on DVD. So I think just for me, that's how that works out. But, oh man, that is such a good movie. Okay, and the only problem I have with it is the bit where, and spoiler, not actually a spoiler, has nothing to do with the plot, which is the problem, where Thor is looking forlornly off into the distance, and he's washing himself. And, like, you can't see his bottom half, but you assume he would have pants on. I hope he has pants on. But he's washing his torso and, you know, whatnot, which is lovely to look at. Thor is my favorite Avenger, both for his character and because I think he's the hottest. But we didn't need to see that. I appreciated it, but why did you have to objectify him? Was it necessary? No, it wasn't. I mean, the film would have been just fine without that little 30 seconds. He could have looked forlornly off into the distance, doing something else and with clothes on. It really wasn't necessary. And yes, you get that he's this god, and so there are scenes where, you know, humans run into him. It's like, oh my god, it's Thor, and oh my god, he's beautiful and he's huge and look at those muscles. But those are funny because those are real people reactions and he has clothes on. So that was my one complaint about the whole film, I think. I mean, once I see it again, I'm sure I'll come up with something else that I want to be nitpicky about. But it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. And so I want to hear what you thought about Thor. So go ahead and do that and talk about other things. Oh, Star Wars. They just posted a picture with the people and R2-D2, and so it looks like stuff might finally be happening. If things are finally happening, I am very pleased because things need to be happening if this movie's going to come out when they say it's going to come out. That. Also, The Hobbit needs to come out. I know it's almost December, but I'm ready. And I have had Icy Fire by Ed Sheeran, I can never remember. That was released. It's going to be the post-credits song, and oh my god, it is so good. It's stuck in my head, and there's a huge debate going on about that, but I love it so much, and yes. So, Thor, let me know. And how's your life going? Is it going well? I hope it's going well. Okay, I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.